that deep, well over 200 innings. That's saying something. If this guy is on, it's out, and lots of Ks.
Stepping into the box, Danny Freeman. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all three categories.
If you want to win the Triple Crown, you have to drive in a lot of runs, and this guy's done that. He's driven in several in the last 10 games.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, you never know right here. Interleague game, when the weather gets cold, this could be a nice harbinger to what we're going to see in the Fall Classic right here. Two first-place teams going to lock horns in a battle, and I'm jacked up.
Oh, beautiful dive to second for one. Safe. Striding in for the Rockies, Danny Freeman. He'll swing it from the left side right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line toward the alley in left center. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. One hit, one left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Angels are out in front, 2-0. 2 gone now for the Angels in the fourth. And standing in, the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. Grounded to third. He's got it. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after. Standing in, Danny Freeman, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Really doesn't matter what side.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance, and we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, David Fletcher. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Runner goes for second. Swinging a ground ball to third. Scooped up, and that's out number 1. Leading off the inning, Dan, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
The windup and the 0-1. Lined hard toward right center. And that'll be a base hit. So very quickly here, the potential time run is aboard to start the 8th. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double. So stepping in, Dylan Thomas. And he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning. Ready with the 2-2. Hit down the third baseline. Reined in. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4 the final tally. The Angels rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one.
First for the victorious Angels, 5 runs, 13 hits, no errors.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Colorado Rockies and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Who's going to win this showdown between these two? Find out next. Andrew Heaney, a left-hander out of Oklahoma, will be on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a real solid season up to this point. ERA under 3.5, which is saying something in these high-scoring games we see now in the game of baseball. This guy knows how to pitch, and if he's on, he knows.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. So here's the cleanup hitter, Danny Freeman. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly. So a solo shot here to left center field. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And it's given the Rockies a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters the most.
In now is Anthony Rendon. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Freeman backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Two gone now for the Angels in the fourth. And standing in, one of the best two-strike hitters in baseball, Andrelton Simmons. On the ground to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. At the plate, Danny Freeman. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
So he's aboard with his second hit of the afternoon so far as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Trevor Story steps in now. Pitches a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Here you go. See it up. Let it fly.
Ready with the 0-1. And he lays off for ball one.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Line drive base hit.
He's up. You're up.
And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive actually does get to third base.
Now batting, left fielder, David Dahl.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly, buddy.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Come on, baby, get your pitch up there.
All right, come on now, let it fly.
And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And not in time as the run scores. In now, Danny Freeman. He singled his last time up.
Danny Freeman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. There's one. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do. Stepping up now, Jesus Aguilar.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And a good throw gets him one gone. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Sam Travis. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to the out here in the ninth. He's right there. Throw to first here will be in time for the final out, and the Rockies are going to get out of here with a split in this brief two-game series as this ball game is over. 6-1 the final tally today. Colorado with their 103rd win to set the pace in the division. Pablo Lopez gets his 18th win of the year, the best on the staff, turning in a very strong complete game effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
final line score for the ball game this afternoon.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Colorado Rockies and the San Diego Padres. Stay tuned for Padres baseball next on the show. Jared Eichhoff gets the start for San Diego in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy's having a real solid season up to this point, and I know he'd like to get one more notch in his belt to get to that 200 Ks on the season. He's awfully close, so you'd have to think in the back of his mind he'd like to punch out a few here and get into that 200K club for the year.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. So here's Will Myers. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. And stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Stepping up to the plate, Danny Freeman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result.
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. And he's back into second here safely. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
He certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he misses with it 1-1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12 to 10. And nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once. In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
He froze him on the fastball there. David Dahl goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ryan McMahon is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. 1-1 to the Rockies' first baseman. The 1-1. Hit back up the middle. He's got it.
Get out, get out, get out, get out!
On to first, and the Rockies fail to cash in as that. And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
So the base is empty here with one away, and Austin Hedges will be the next to hit. All left side, scooped up. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Now at the plate, Danny Freeman. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Grisham is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So a big moment in the ball game here. Danny Freeman, and he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. Catch made out there in left center as the runner may tag from second.
Get out, get out!
And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Rockies with the division best 104th winner. Carlos Estevez earns the victory in relief in this one, his 7th of the year.
2 runs on 8 hits, 1 error.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Colorado Rockies and the San Diego Padres. It's Padres baseball next on the show. Zach Davies, a Washington-born right-hander, gets the starting assignment. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, one of the keys to this guy is throwing strikes. He's not a big strikeout pitcher, only averages less than 7 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. So he's more of a pitch-to-contact guy, and you'll know if he's on early. He needs to get quick.
Fastball at the letters, and he turns on it, hits it high and deep out to center field. And he will get there to make the running play.
All right, come on.
Stepping in, Danny Freeman. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this.
The bat.
Now the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Looking up is the center fielder. Still ranging back. And that one is gone. Solo shot to right center. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And the Rockies have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters the most.
Digging in now for San Diego, C.J. Abrams. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Picked him up.
Abrams.
Story has a play.
I got it.
1 away. Danny Freeman will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. And that's in there. Base hit. Walker rounds the corner and is headed home. He will score. And they lead now by 4.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Left side, but well foul. Torreyes at third. Freeman on at second with 2 down.
Your turn.
Count is 1-2 now.
Come on, big guy. One time.
Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. Goodbye, home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His second of the game as this lead swells to 7-0.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time.
Yeah, these guys don't care where they play. They've now taken the first 2 of a 4-game road set, and they're guaranteed at least a split. Now we'll see if they can take the series tomorrow.
7 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Colorado Rockies and the San Diego Padres. It's time for Padres baseball. Next. Chris Paddock gets the start for San Diego in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning. So a base hit here to start the inning, and he continues to pile them up as we take a look at our league leaders in hits so far. And with the year winding down, you can see he currently leads the NL in that department.
That is fifth. The left fielder,
David Dahl to the plate now. Strike taken to throw. Not in time as he steals second. Got him reaching there. Strike 2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped high in the air. Tatis shading to his right. He's got it one away. Digging in now, Ryan McMahon, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Ryan McMahon.
Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Runner at second here with one man out. Runner breaks for third. Pitch outside the throw. It's on the money to Machado, and he is out trying to steal third.
I noticed he had a big lead there at second, so I wasn't surprised when he took off, but that lead didn't pay off as he still gets caught trying to swipe.
So here now is the pitcher, Chris Paddock, and you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. For a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. At the plate, Danny Freeman. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon. And as we present the Rockies leaderboard, you can see he currently paces the ball club in that department.
Now batting, the left fielder.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. In there, now the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Froze him for strike 3, and that retires this. And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Manny Machado, a hit in 2 tries so far. Now, attempt here as he gets this one down. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Settling in now, Danny Freeman. He singled his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Racing back the center fielder. And that one is gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. As they cut the gap a bit, it's now an 8-3 ball game.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of it.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Fernando Tatis Jr. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 0-1 on its way. This is in the air to left. Dahl will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. At the plate, Danny Freeman. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Center fielder looking up. See you later. Two-run shot to straightaway center. His second home run of the game as they cut it to an 8-6 ball game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D-Roll, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but, boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Ready to take his hacks again, Danny Freeman, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So that keeps the inning alive with 2 out for David Dahl.
And that fires me up right there. What a clutch AB, a 2-out single to get the tying run to the plate. That's all you can ask for.
Now back
at the plate, David Dahl. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. The Rockies find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Roll, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. Now this crowd of over 38,000 on their feet. Line toward the alley in left center.
Go, 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 go,
and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. He's in at second safely as they also push across a score to make it a 1-run game. Well, that stolen base a minute ago just became that much more important.
Yeah, Matt, if the runner's on first, this hit may or may not bring him home, but he was on second, so he cruises across the plate for the run. It's all about finding ways to manufacture runs, and they did just that there.
Close one, 8-7 is how it finishes today.
For the victorious San Diego Padres, 8 runs on 14 hits.
So with a runner in base and 1 away in the inning, it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter here.
Pinch hitter for Colorado, number 28.
All right, take him in here. We need you. Let's go.
Freeman.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. A ball that's carrying. And that one is gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center as they take the lead. It's now 4-2. Chris Davinsky is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Number 47, Chris Davinsky.
Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
With the team's chances hanging by a thread, this skipper calls for a last stand.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Detroit Tigers and the Colorado Rockies. Interleague Baseball, next. Pablo Lopez gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's what every manager loves, right? He eats up innings. Over 200 innings on the season already. And we don't see very many guys getting 200 innings in this day and age in the game of baseball. He's reliable. He
hits it high. He hits it deep.
It is out of here. Way out of here. 492 feet. Yep, way out.
Solo shot to right center. Career number 247. And the Rockies are out to a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters the most.
Oh, whatever. That's not what it said.
So digging in now, Danny Freeman. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
He hits it high. He hits it deep.
It is out of here.
A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, the 248th of his career. And the Rockies have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Next for the Tigers, Travis Anthony. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Anthony.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
Tying run at the plate. The hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Tigers get just the one. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Rockies 3 and the Tigers 1. Next up for Detroit, number 40. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Shot to third. He's got it. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Ready to take his hacks again, Danny Freeman, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Hit hard on the ground to second. To second for 1. On to first to complete the double play. Danny Freeman will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed.
Hey, get your pitch. Drive it right there.
First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap.
You got it. Round it.
But that'll be off the wall in right center. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well.
Now batting, left fielder.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Runner goes for third. That's a strike to throw down. Not in time, as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
Well, that definitely caught me off guard there. That wasn't exactly the typical steal situation with 2 outs and a runner on second. I can't say I agree with the strategy, but at the same time, now he can score a lot of different ways.
The 1-1. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. The 1-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. Colorado win for the 106th time, most in the division. Pablo Lopez wins for a team-high 19th time. Zach Godley is charged with number 16 in the loss column this year. Chris Devenski closes the door for the save, his 41st of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rockies, 4 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 12.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight. Detroit Tigers and the Colorado Rockies. It's interleague baseball on the Show. John Gray gets the start for Colorado in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
So, guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard.
So next it'll be the number 4 batter for the Rockies, Danny Freeman. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Reyes is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. Bottom of the inning now, so stepping in, Danny Freeman. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hard hit ball to second, reined in.
Wow.
Move it, first, and that is a big out to lead off the home 7th. All set for the bottom of the 9th. Ready for another shot now. Danny Freeman.
Right here.
He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit hard up the middle.
Are you kidding me?
On
That's
the first,
how you do
and
it.
that is a huge out to start the bottom of the 9th. Ready once again, number 40. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
And I don't know why you're getting on by the time.
On the ground. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Must be nice. I still haven't had a hit yet.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offense.
Come on.
Digging in once again, Danny
to
Freeman.
win
They'll be
this
looking for
game.
something he could drive into the gap and drive home that
I
tying
wanna
run
go
from
0 for
first.
5 in this game.
From the belt, the pitch. Liner towards second, and he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over. 3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Buck Farmer earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th.
What the fuck?
And we're going to see a pinch hitter here with runners at first and second and still nobody out.
Number 28, Danny Freeman.
Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly.
Bruh. Could have walked it off yesterday. You could have done this yesterday. He said he went 0 for 5.
How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Yeah, Matty B, you don't see this very often, D-Row, when it's cold and chilly like this, wind blowing in a little bit, but we're still...
Chris Stavinsky comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
A one-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. Colorado pick up win number 107, best in the division. Scott Oberg wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Chris Stavinsky hammers down the save, his 42nd. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa. Dan, please. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies. Get ready for Rockies baseball next. Tarek Skubal will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't very good. Knocked out after 3 innings and took the loss. They're expecting much more from him, and he needs to get off.
Driven deep at the wall. It is gone.
6.66.
It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, making it an even 250 for his career, as the Rockies have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, D-Row, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one season. I can't begin to tell you, as a former offensive player, what that means. You want to put biscuits in the basket. Runs scored in ribbies. Runs
Up next for Arizona, Ketel Marte, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball to third, and they could get 2. To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play. So striding in, Danny Freeman. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat. From the belt, the pitch. Hard on the ground toward short. There is Ahmed. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side. Digging in, Danny Freeman.
The third baseman, Danny Freeman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. On the ground to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Diamondbacks, Robbie Ray. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. To the left side. He's right there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Danny Freeman.
Now batting, third baseman, Danny.
First delivery to him on the way.
Line
drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Find the ball. Find the ball. Man, you smoked
Boy,
that.
D-Row, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Tapia over at second. Freeman at first with no outs. Hit sharply but foul down the right side.
Boy, the Rockies have been looking for that big hit all game long. They haven't been able to come through so far, but now would be the time to come through.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Count even at 2-2.
Get on foot here. Hey, come on now. One time. Right here.
Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And that 2-run lead could be in real jeopardy. It's extra bases. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And a relay to the plate. He's in there at the plate. And we are tied here in the 8th.
Hey, nice one right there.
Boy, there are base hits, but then there are big base hits, D-Row. This one's getting late. That is a huge 2 RBI base hit to tie things up.
Yeah, Dan, in the late innings, the pressure gets higher. It's who can control their emotions. And from
Well, there's another save, but that's just not any other save. That's save number 50 for the reliever in his career. Well on his way to a nice career.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rockies, 5 runs, 10 hits, 1 error.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Tyler Carpenter will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, one of the strengths of this guy is handling right-handed hitters. Right-handers coming into this game are hitting under 250 against this guy, so he's doing a lot of things right when the right-handers step into the batter's box.
Hit hard on the ground to second. He's got it.
Hard 90, hard
Throw to
90,
first
hard
in
90.
plenty of time, and the side is retired. Digging in, Danny Freeman, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Danny Freeman.
Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap.
Score. You got it.
But that'll be off the wall in right center. And a relay home, and not in time as the second run scores.
Well, D-Row, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one season. I can't begin to tell you as a former offensive player what that means. You want to put biscuits in the basket. Runs scored in ribbies. Runs scored in ribbies.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Tim LeCastro, as we begin the top of the 4th.
Things not looking very good so far in this. Still in the middle innings, they're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Ildemaro Vargas. The 0-2 delivery.
That's up.
Popped high in the air. Freeman is under it. He's got it 1 away. So coming to the plate, Ketel Marte, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Marte.
Hit on the ground to third. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock. So he finds the hole into left to pick up his second base hit. Coming to the plate now, David Peralta. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. He's set, and the payoff right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. Home half of the 6th inning coming up, deadlocked at 2 apiece. Digging in and looking for more, Danny Freeman. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit sharply on the ground, right to him. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the 2nd out. In now for Colorado, Danny Freeman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Hey, get your pitch, see through.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He hits it high. He hits it deep. It is out of here. So it's a 2-run shot to right center as they've taken a 1-run lead.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Tim LaCastro. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Grounded down the third baseline. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided. Now at the plate, Danny Freeman. A winning run is at first base.
Danny.
First pitch is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet.
This
it's
game
off the
would have been
wall.
over if you did
And
not
they've really got
hold.
something going here. Runners at second
Oh
and
my
third
God.
to start the
I would
inning.
have walked it off.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner
this
on
would have
first
been a
was
walk-off
waiting
hit
to
if
see
he
if
did
the
not
ball was
just
going to get
stop
down or
there.
not. If there were
That was
2
not
outs, he
gonna get
most
caught.
likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold at third. Can't
No, he
really
doesn't.
fault him for that, though.
And that'll bring in Charlie
You didn't have
Blackmon.
to.
He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up
Fuck that inning.
this point.
Okay. Yeah, I could have walked it off.
Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was a tough out up there. Ended up collecting 3 knocks, including a home run. So without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The Rockies earn their 109th win, best in the division. Drew Steckenrider earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew.